Hey guys, it's your girl Tara here from Blondie Yoga. We are back for another Thursday yoga flow. So if you don't know this about me, I am famous on the western slope of Colorado for paddleboard yoga. So a lot of people visit me across the country and it's super fun. So I'm going to teach you one sequence I like to do on the paddleboard. It comes into our height pose chair. And chair on land is a lot easier than chair on the water. So you're welcome to take this with you on your paddleboard and have some fun with it. So we will get started. Coming down to our mats, coming into a child's pose here. So knees to the outer edges of the mat, big toes to touch, sitting back on our hips, bowing our heart forward, growing our hands out in front of us. Maybe even placing our forehead down to the mat here. Taking a collective breath together. Exhale out all the air in your lungs. Inhale through your nose. And release. If you'd like to awaken your third eye chakra, you're more than welcome to gently wiggle your neck side to side, with emphasis on the place above the bridge of your nose and in between your eyebrows, our center of intuition and knowledge. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice, you're more than welcome to do so. The intention that I set for you is that you have a good time and you make this playful. Adult life is always so serious, so it's important to have these moments of playfulness. 2 more breaths here. Now when your breaths feel even and complete, meeting me in that tabletop position here, making sure your wrists are in line with your shoulders, your knees are in line with your hips here. And we are going to take a round of cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round, tucking that chin into the chest. One more time. Inhale through to cow. Exhale through to cat. Now inhale, coming through your neutral tabletop. So if you watch my YouTube videos, then you know that I talk about Uddiyana Bandha every single time, and it's called core lock in yoga terms. So from here, we're gonna tilt our pelvis down towards the water, the land, pulling that belly button up towards the spine and zipping up our core here. And then taking a breath to feel this core engagement. Exhale out all the air in your lungs. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, release. From here, we're gonna shift our weight forward, bringing our shoulders a little bit right before our wrists here, and then lowering down all the way onto our stomachs here. A huge part of chair is engaging that back body and that glute here. So we are gonna build up some heat, build up some power, strike a pose, and then bring it back down. So placing our thumbs in the middle line of our chest here, we're gonna slowly bring our gaze down towards the mat in front of us, and then pulling our elbows towards one another to place the shoulder blades down our back. And then when you're ready, we're gonna just slowly lift up, pressing our pelvis down into the mat, pulling that belly button to the spine, coming through to a little bit of a baby cobra. One more breath here, and release. One more time. We're gonna slowly press our hips down to the mat, zipping up our core, bringing our big toes to touch here, and then imagining that center line through our body, bringing our elbows towards that center line to set our shoulders down our backs. Inhale to lift. Pausing here for a few breaths, really trying to engage our lower back, even our pelvic floor here. One more breath. Taking an inhale to lift it up. Exhale, release. Now bringing our hands into a little pillow in front of us. We're gonna place our forehead down to the mat here. Then slowly we're gonna lift off with our feet. So inhale, pressing your hips into the mat, bringing your toes off the board, mat board, same thing. Then engaging our glutes to maybe lift a little bit higher to that point where you feel all the engagement. And then as we have our toes separated here, we're gonna engage our inner thighs and pull our legs together to zip them up. Engaging our inner thighs here, our outer glutes. One more breath. Taking an inhale through your nose to lift up. Exhale, release it back down. Coming through our arms here, we're gonna slowly bring our arms into this cactus shape here, keeping a neutral spine and our gaze down towards the board or the mat. You guys know what I mean. On our next inhale, we're gonna lift our top half up, trying to engage that pelvic floor, still engaging our Uddiyana Bandha as you press your hips down to maybe lift you up a little bit higher. 2 more breaths here. Taking an inhale to lift up. Exhale, release. Now putting that all together to come into our super person here. So slowly we're gonna start with the legs. So exhale all the air in your lungs. Inhale to lift your legs up. And then exhale as you lift your elbows off the mat, keeping your spine neutral. And then slowly zipping up those feet to lift us up a little bit higher. You're welcome to bring your arms fully out in front of you or to the side. You're welcome to slowly, slowly kick, 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 kick. Fly your super person. 2 more breaths here. Inhale to come back through to center. Exhale, release. We're gonna do that one more time. A little bit less breaths on this side, but still it is spicy. So pressing our hips down into the mat to tuck our pelvis, our tailbone underneath us, zipping up that core to pull the belly button into your spine here, and then exhale all the air in your lungs. Inhale to take off. You're welcome to bring your arms down by your sides to engage those triceps here. You're welcome to kick. Imagining you're flying over an airport or maybe the beach. Let's take it somewhere fun. Got 2 more breaths here. Pressing into those glutes to really engage them. 1 more breath. Seeing if you could get a little higher and release. From here, we're gonna stretch out the chest a little bit. So cactusing out our right arm. So bringing our right arm cactus next to us. We're gonna shift our hips over to the left and just slowly roll onto our right hip. Saying hello to those pecs here. Now please, please, please back off if you feel any pinching. A cactus keeps more of the pec, whereas straightening out your arm gets into more of the top of the shoulder blade. 1 more breath. Inhale, coming back through to center. Immediately going to the other side, placing our hips to the right, cactusing our left arm, and then rolling onto that left hip here. Woo, my chest is really sore today. Recognizing that this side might feel different from the other one. So please, please, please take what your body's asking for. 1 more breath. Then inhale, coming back through to center. Placing our hands in line with the middle of our chest. Pressing into that tabletop position here. We are not done with those glutes yet. We are still going. So from here, we're gonna slowly kick our right foot out behind us, Making sure to keep that ankle in line with the glutes here. Your toes are flexed down towards the water. And then from here, coming into a balancing tabletop by bringing your left arm out in front of you as if you're shaking my palm. If we were all on the lake right now that I teach on, we would be facing one another, high-fiving. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lowering that left hand back down to the mat. Inhale, we're gonna take 10 heel lifts. So we're gonna essentially engage our glute here to lift it up. We're not lifting our heel. We're kind of creating this muscle spasm that will lift the heel here. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then kicking the heel up and bringing it across our body, placing it down. Or if you were on the lake with me, I would ask you to place it into the water to connect with the water underneath us. Bringing our gaze over our left shoulder to get this side bend stretch here. One more breath. Then inhale, we're gonna kick our toes back up, and then exhale, we're gonna bring, kind of as if we're doing a donkey kick, and then flexing our toes to protect that knee. And we're slowly gonna take some pulses here. So stomping the ceiling away from us. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bringing that knee down to hover, and then slowly taking 5 fire hydrants. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lift to hold. Taking an inhale to lift a little bit higher. Exhale, release. Slowly sitting your hips back, releasing our toes to point, and just giving a gentle little rabbit here. You're welcome to bring your hands onto your heels and slowly come into rabbit. I hate to tell you, but we got one more side. So inhale to come back through this tabletop position, placing weight into our right knee and our left palm, flexing our toes underneath us to extend that left foot behind us, keeping our toes flexed and that ankle in line with our glute here. Then balancing our tabletop by bringing your right arm out in front of you as if you're shaking my palm. Taking a big inhale here to expand. Exhale, placing that right palm back down and taking those heel lifts or glute activations. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting our heel here and bringing our toes over to the right side. Gently bringing our right gaze over our right shoulder. Imagining we're on a paddleboard here in the middle of your favorite place of water. We're having a good time. One more breath here. Inhale, kicking those toes back up, bending through that knee and flexing those toes as we take the stomps of the sky. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly bringing that knee to hover next to that tabletop as we take 5 fire hydrants. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause to hold for a breath. And release. Coming into this tabletop position, we're gonna take our first downward facing dog by tucking our toes, piking our hips up to the sky. We're only gonna take 2 down dogs of class. So maybe pedaling out your feet, maybe shaking your little tail. I like to bend my knees and then kind of twist my hips. So I like to kind of do them both, I guess. And then from here, we're gonna place weight into our left foot as we kick our right leg up to the sky, 3-leg dog. Pausing here for some balance. Easy on land, a lot harder to do on a paddleboard, so you're welcome to try it if you're on a paddleboard anytime soon. Placing our right foot down and weight into our right foot as we kick our left foot up to the sky. One more breath here. Placing our left foot back down. So we're gonna walk our hands halfway onto the mat and then walk our feet halfway. So we're coming into a forward fold here. If you are anything like my hamstrings and you are screaming right now, maybe taking bend into one knee and then the other. One of 2 sets of forward fold, so take advantage of it while you can. Coming through to stillness, we're gonna inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Now coming through our height pose, we're gonna reverse this. So placing weight into the back of our heels to bend our knees where our stomach is on top of our quads here, and then pressing weight into our heels to slowly lift our hearts up. Then we're gonna tuck our pelvis underneath us to engage our core here. And you should be feeling this. Those glute engagements have got us all warmed up. Taking an inhale through your nose. Exhale, slowly sitting back in your chair a little bit more. If your shoulders hurt, you're welcome to come through to Anjala Mudra in prayer with your arms. 2 more breaths here. And it's fun because they're my breaths and not yours. Taking an inhale through your nose. Exhale, leg pressing the energy down to lift us up. Woo! I felt that. I hope you did too. From here, we're gonna take a quick neck stretch, just showing our upper body some love. So bringing our arms behind our back, puffing out our proud chest, bending at the left elbow to bring our hands over to our right hip, then tucking our right ear towards our right shoulder. We have one more set of chair before we bring it all down. One more breath here. And puffing out your chest to realign your spine, bending into your right elbow, placing your hands onto your left hip, and tucking your left ear to your left shoulder. Feeling the weight of the world melt off that right shoulder here. One more breath. Now slowly puffing out your shoulder and bringing our arms overhead. We're gonna reverse how we came out of this. So slowly sitting back in your chair, making sure your hips are in line with your feet here. And then slowly we're gonna sit back in our chair, tucking our pelvis to engage our Uddiyana Bandha. And if you'd like a little bit more spice since we're on land, trust me, on water, this kills. On land, you're welcome to pop up those heels and then sit your hips a little bit deeper. 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath. Placing those heels back down if you popped them up. And then slowly imagining there's a bar underneath your hips. You're just gonna forward fold off of that. Our second set of forward fold here. As we slowly bring this down to the mat. And placing our palms out in front of us, we're gonna slowly pop onto those toes to sit our hips back. Coming through a little cosmic egg. So a little bit of a balancing challenge here, a little bit spicy. So coming onto those toes, you're welcome to give yourself a well-deserved hug, bringing your chin towards your chest. Unusually spicy after a chair pose. One more breath here. Then placing our palms down, sitting our hips, and extending our legs out in front of us. Taking our fleshy bits off the sit bones, and your girls got a little bit more than others, so those squats have been doing their thing, let me tell you. So from here, we're gonna place our palms down next to us, growing the crown of our head up to the sky as if we're a puppet. We're gonna inhale to flex our toes towards us, exhale to point, inhale to flex, exhale to point, inhale to flex, exhale to point, pause and hold. So now we're getting into the top of the feet, top of the calves, top of the quads here. One more breath. And then inhale, flexing towards us. And keeping that flex here as we extend our arms up to the sky. And then slowly imagining your belly button is coming towards your knees. And then when you're ready, just releasing all muscle engagement to come into this forward fold. In this cool down, we're gonna show the legs a lot of love here, and then bring it down to come into Shavasana. Tucking our chin into our chest here. Two more breaths. And inhale, walking yourself back up, bending that right knee to place it on top of that left thigh, and then bringing that left knee, left ankle into our glutes here. So taking a really good seated pigeon stretch here. You're welcome to come onto your back and grab it that way. Two more breaths here. And then slowly releasing that left heel, placing the right one next to the left, crossing that left heel on the top of the right thigh, and then pulling that right heel into your glute here. Making sure to flex the feet to protect those knees here. Always want to protect that knee. Two more breaths. Slowly releasing our right heel, coming through to butterfly, bringing our heels into our pelvic floor here, and then placing our knees down as we slowly bring our belly button towards our big toes. And then when you feel ready, keeping a straight spine, and then rounding it. Two more breaths here. Slowly, when your breaths are even complete, coming back up, and we are gonna head straight into Shavasana. So maybe coming forward on your mat, bringing your arms in front of your shins, parallel to your shins, and we're gonna take 10 seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming into our final pose, Shavasana. Maybe placing your hands on your stomach for more grounding, or up to the sky for more receiving. Taking about 5 big belly breaths here. Allowing yourself to have this moment of rest. Giving yourself permission to relax. 5 breaths here. Two more slow and controlled breaths. And then slowly starting to awaken yourself up, wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, nodding your head no, As in no, I will not settle. And then yes, as in yes, I can do anything I set my mind to. And then slowly rolling onto a side for a breath, right for more energy, left for more restorative, meeting me there. As Shavasana is the death of our practice, pausing in infant position symbolizes our rebirth. And then slowly pressing yourself up into a seated position, bringing our hands into prayer, Anjala Mudra, and our thumbs up to our third eye. Thank you so much for enjoying this practice with me. Thank you for sharing your vulnerability and your breath. And thank you so much for watching. May the light and teacher within me see and adore the light and teacher within each one of you, as we simply bow to one another and say, Namaste. Well, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys being here. Please like, please subscribe. You know what to do, YouTube, and I will be back for more. Mwah.